And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Yellow.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Brandon Cooks, touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. 70, Indy. Let's go.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll set up to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. He'll take it at the 42. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cook, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check. 15. Check.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
No, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And that's caught. Inside the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
On the double. Mike 51. Blue down. Pilot 64. Weak.
Second and 5. Complete to Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll run with Sanders. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat. Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base. Watch the run, watch the run. Big river.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check. 53.
Second and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check right.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off down near the 5. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Mahomes going to throw. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keelan Cole, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. They're complete. This is Albert Wilson. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he finds Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he completes it to Wilson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, 43, 15.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Ebukam able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to look for Allen now, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Keenan Allen, 97 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The throw taken in by Cole. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. He'll buy some time right. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And finding Keelan Cole. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to...
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Bullock good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We go.
The Lions Orleans offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Back to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What
it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
You got nothing. Yellow. Here we go.
Mahomes now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's complete to Cooks. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Let's go, hey. Go Mike 34, Mike 34.
Stop your whining.
Mike 34, Mike 34.
Scoops and Ripley. You ain't doing nothing today.
61. Matchbox, light. Deuce. Check 3.
Yellow.
Check 3.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. They're able to locate Wilson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mahomes now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball. In. Got a man, it's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. He'll run it. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this 1st half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Come on. Get it.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They bring Rashaan Melvin on the corner blitz, and he gets there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And taken right at the 35. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 44, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Cooks. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Bullock good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. And that's complete to Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is Cook with a grab. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here we go.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hey, 43.
Buzz, 34, Mike 34.
Let's go, baby. Our time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
On the ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Lions.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Complete to Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is complete. It's Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Let's go. 10-2 stop.
Let's go.
Go, go.
Rip left, rip left.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Get it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Sponge! No!
Hey! High 7!
2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Todd Davis.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Bravo!
51, Mike! Mike 51! You better be afraid of me! You better be afraid of me! Go, Mike! Go!
Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete. It's 4th down and goal at the 4-yard line.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Smooth!
Mike 51! Watch the out!
Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now a play fake here on first down. Gonna look deep for... He's got a man! Complete! And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards there. A big one. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
43!
Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. He got 29 yards that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon. At this stage, The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Patrick Mahomes taking it in. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the carry, it's Cook. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. On 3rd down, it's Cook. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Got it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
51's the mic, boy. 51.
Hey, tank.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Let's go, G. Let's go.
51.
Fire.
Mike 51.
They'll look to throw here. Jones has it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
30 base.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. It's Hill, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Now.
They'll set up a throw. They complete it to Hill. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go, let's calm down.
They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker.
Keep doing that.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40.
That's it, baby. We go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.